Hello, John Dilworth here. We're making progress. We're making progress. Here's some action. I always like to trace off a previous panel if the action is continuous. And here these kids they hear a off-screen sound. What's that, they say. Well, they don't say it, but their bodies do. Oh boy. I have the authorities right on the door now. Here's Julius. They're leaning against the wall, hiding from the street, because they just noticed that the authorities have come for their loved one. And so here's Jim. You can't really see, but you see, doot, doot, doot. He's looking in the direction left, right? And then Jim is here too, so let's see. Here's his leg, here's his foot. Let's anchor that. I like to have an anchor in some kind of reality. And the body turns, of course. Now this foot would slide. Haha, I'm doing storyboarding, but it's really like animation. And then his shoulder will come up, and the head will be here. And he's got these big eyes, which makes it very easy when we want to be expressive. His eyebrows. And he's also like, whoa. And he's got these VR helmet on his head, like so, and his ear, and then his hair right here. And he's got all this other hair up here and here and here. And here's his shoulder and his hand. And his body. He's just twisting like that. It's a little funny pose. But in animation, you know, we're going to do it better, because this is just really quick and rough for you. And his back hand is leaning against the wall here, right? So, and there's a little arrow. And reference. Do we need reference? We know he's on a table. He's standing on the table. Just like that. And they turn. What's that sound? Bang, bang, bang. What? So, right. And there's lots of different ways to do these things. I could have used simple individual panels, storyboard panels. And I don't know why I didn't. I don't have the size. I didn't have them. This was easy. And also, it's kind of fun because it's like arts and crafties. And I just opened this little thing up. You know, it's amazing how these supplies, they wear out. And I like to dig out the last of my supplies. I'm also environmentally conscious. I like to recycle and rebuild and do all that I can to get the most out of something, so I don't have to throw it back out into the universe, of which I am responsible. So I'm just showing you how much fun this is. It's like I'm back as a 4-year-old, pasting things up, and it's a lot of fun. I just like it. Of course, there's other tools, but you don't get your fingers dirty. Okay, I dropped it. Don't worry, everything's okay. Everything's okay. And then I'll just put it here. Just like that. I'll give it a little burnish. And so where are we now? That's 53A. This is 53B. Whoops. I have a little schmutz here. So I can take this lovely kneaded eraser like this. And, right? Somebody asked me about that. It's a super fast pencil. 6B. 6B super fast. All right, so that's that. And then what's so fun, going backwards, see, this is my panels. So we have this, and now these two kids, I can just place this up here to trace. The angle is a little difficult for me to get. So these two kids they have to look at each other because that's the joke, you know, the setup. What are we going to do now? Oh no, reality. Reality is before us. Oh my goodness, it's going to require action. You see? Action. That's what we love. We love stories where things are happening. And these two are going to have to confront the inevitable. Right? What did I learn? What did I learn? Our behavior is a functioning factor of our environment. Ho ho ho, that's big stuff for animators. I better stop thinking like that. Stick to drawing, Dilworth, you're no philosopher. Why, I know these animators always want to be something else. I'm going to have Julius's ears in a constant state of up because life is so confusing. So these two look at each other. Here's an angle like this. And I don't know what is the reaction. So it's okay. He's going to be, I'm going to rough him. He's going to move his legs, his feeties, because that's okay to do. And back foot is pretty close. So, and anyway, I'm not exactly in the right position to draw because I got this camera, but it's still good enough. It's not. So what should he? What's his hands doing? That's the thing. How do we act? We have to act at this. We have to act. How do we act? How do we act? Let me see. Does he hit his head? Does he do the old, hands on the face? Or I guess I'm just gonna put his hands here for right now. Little tiny scrawny hands. And then the other hand was up here, right? It was up on the wall, so that's not going to change. Let's do that because that'll be an anchor for the drawings. And then here we go. These kids got to blow. Action! They got to run. So here's the floor. If you can see the floor. And that thing. And this kid, do I need this light? No, I think it's better like this. So he's running. He's going to be running here. And so you can imagine the floor just continues off the page. And our hero, here's his head. There's Jim. We're just gonna refer to the model. Oh, this angle sucks. And his eyebrows are up because he's in panic mode, man. Panic. Ah, he's gritting his teeth, maybe. Ah. And put some panic things on his... And then he's got these... Oh, no, these visors are out, man. I'm going to have him removing these visors. Just like that. So we could free him. The prop's not needed anymore, so let's get rid of the prop. And here's his, just a funky way to get going. And then we'll exaggerate his foot and exaggerate his leg so that it reads. In the animation, who knows how we're going to animate him running out. But that, my friends, cannot be confused. And then in the next panel, so he turns and whoop, whoop. He is out. And where is he going? We will have to find out, won't we? In the next section of Storyboarding with Dilworth. Stay animated.